Okay, y'all. So Game of Thrones season 2, episode 3. So I forgot to talk about Theon. Theon goes back to the Iron Islands. Okay. Um, yo, Theon is funny as shit. Like he start hitting on the sister because he don't even know that's her. Like all that. But he rode shot to meet up with his sister. But he goes back to the Iron Island so he can gain their support or whatever in the in the fight in the war. So Theon's father is not with that shit. Like he like, I'm not fighting no battles for Rob. His father had basically, offed all your brothers and took you, or pretty much like that. And he like they up here telling Theon like you've been over there in the north with them people. You could forgot like how we run things over here, right? So Theon was like, well, it ain't my fault that I was there. Like you gave me away, pretty much like that. And so, um, you know, the father won't help Rob at all, so that's a no go. And Theon is stuck in a place where he with his family. He don't want to just go ditch them and go back to Rob. So he's actually Rob had sent a letter over there to where Theon is, and Theon just burnt the shit. Like he didn't even answer the letter or anything like that. He let his father pretty much like did like a little ceremony, whatever, basically like welcoming him back into their house or whatever the case may be. So Tyrion sets up a plan to try to find out who's the fucking snake in the council. Okay, between Varys, Grand Maester Pyrus or whatever the hell, and Littlefinger, right? So come to find out, it's Grand Maester Pyrus or whatever. Like that motherfucker. I forgot to mention this in another episode too. Yo acting real slow as fuck, but he ain't as slow as what they think he is. Like in one of them episodes before, Yo was like walking around, stretching, bending over, doing a whole bunch of like extra shit, like talking real fast and all that. And then like right before he was ready to walk out the door, he started acting like an old ass man again and talking all slow and shit. So Tyrion busts up inside his chambers and shit. So he was basically like his act was kind of getting blown a little bit, but then he was trying to like put himself back on the act or whatever. And Tyrion is like, yeah, I can't have you as my hand because as on this council because the other two hands of the kings they died under y'all watch. And yeah, basically he told him he can't trust him, and he threw his ass in the cell. Okay. Now Catherine goes over to where Remley is, okay? Remley's camp. Because Rob sent her there, right, to gain the support. And this is where we meet Brienne of Tarth, okay? So Brienne just fought against Remley's brother-in-law and lover, let's put it like that. So basically because she won the battle or whatever, or the little fight, because he ain't died. It was just a little fight. Because he won the fight. She was able to get whatever she wanted, and what she requested was to be a part of Rimley's Kingsguard. So that's what she wanted to do. So Catherine just let Rimley know, like, do they got that support for Rob or whatever the case may be, yada yada yada. So Rimley is about to get it on with Marjorie, his wife. Okay, Marjorie is his wife, and the brother, well, the sister of his lover. Okay, so she trying to get it on with him or whatever the case may be. He can't do the shit because he gay for real, so he ain't fucking with her. So she like, well, do you want? She clocked the shit out of him. She was like, well, do you want my brother to come here and get you started, or do you want me to turn around and you pretend like I'm him? I was like, damn, bitch. Like she just basically like said what it was for real. And so he was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. She was like, look, we ain't playing no games, okay? I believe that you're going to be the king. I already know that you're messing around with my brother. I don't really care about none of that shit. But if you want to strengthen your claim to the throne, you got to put a baby in me, okay? Like, we got to have a baby. Pretty much like that. So yeah, so then we get to the wall. Okay, so Jon Snow basically got caught. Like I said, he got caught up in the last one, and he got in trouble. So now they have to leave Craster's keep or whatever, his little, because they was just there resting and stuff and passing by. But now they gotta leave there. So Sam is getting like cozy with the girl that asked him to take her with him. So he left something very important with her. So he planning on coming back to get her or whatever and her baby. So John has the conversation with Commander Mormon or whatever the case may be, and Commander Mormon was like, John was telling him like, yeah, I seen something. I seen him take that baby into the woods, and I seen something grab that baby for real. And Commander Mormon didn't look shocked or surprised because he already know what type of time is he on when he in Crouster's little area or whatever. And John was like, oh, you already know about this for real. So yeah, he was like, yeah, but ain't nothing that we can really do about it for real, right? So Tyrion basically set Shay up as Sansa's handmaiden as disguise because he was basically telling Shay like, my sister, I can't let my sister know that you here because then they're gonna try to use you and try to use you being here, over top of my head, whatever the case may be, and I can't do that for real, for real. So he was basically giving her a few jobs that she could do around the castle, and she didn't want to do no cooking in the kitchen. She didn't want to do this other shit that he was telling him to do. So basically, she set him up with Sansa as as her housemaid or whatever the case may be. And then Sansa's at dinner with Cersei and her other two kids. Was Tommen and I forgot the other little child name, but she at the dinner with all of them, okay, and they talk about the wedding. So the little girl, Marcella. So Marcella was like, yeah, I hear that when you and Joffrey get married, or whatever the case may be, your dress is going to be white, and I'm going to have a nice pretty gown too. And she just want to talk about the wedding. She just want to have some conversation. The girl is so green, she don't know what the fuck is going on, right? So, because they're young for real. And so, basically, the conversation come up about Joffrey might have it to off Sansa's brother and stuff. And Sansa is just like, why am I sitting at the table with these fucking people for real, for real? But she got to play her part, you feel me? So she can get out of there alive. Now, that was pretty much everything that went on in this episode. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Oh, so the King's Landing guards, well, it wasn't the King's Landing guards, it was the guards that is at Tywin's camp or whatever. And they had came looking for Gendry again. So they end up killing the man of the Night's Watch or whatever. Arya ended up freeing all the slaves that was inside of the thing. But she convinced them that they had got Gendry so they could stop searching. They had killed another little boy, but Gendry helmet was next to him, so they was like, oh yeah, so y'all want Gendry, y'all got Gendry, for real, for real. But now they rallying all them up and they about to take them somewhere. So that's pretty much everything that went down in this episode, for real. So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all thought about the episode, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.